we're up.
Today, I want to say good afternoon to quite a few people. First, I want to say good afternoon and welcome to our 18 very deserving finalists who have participated in the preliminary team geography competition to make it here today as a finalist. Secondly, I'd like to say good afternoon to all the parents and families who were probably wondering why we're a few minutes late, but we are here now. Hopefully they've hit refresh and they're watching us. To the families of these 18 finalists who are all watching from home via this live stream. I'd also like to wish a good afternoon to our talented LBMS staff, who all work very hard with our students every day to engage, to challenge, and to teach their students to be critical thinkers and to seek knowledge each and every day. There are also two particular staff members that I'd like to thank and introduce, and that is Mr. Paul Hammond, Social Studies teacher for Earth Team, and Mr. Greg Henderson, U.S. Studies teacher for the White Team. They are here to help keep me in check and make sure it goes smoothly, and we appreciate their help in officiating and judging this bee today. I'd also like to thank, and for 3 years we have done this as a live stream, and we have Mr. Sakeli from WHBS at the high school, and they broadcast all sorts of things up at the high school, but they have been gracious to come down here to LBMS since COVID to stream this to parents at home. And we found that this is a nice, useful way to get all of our students involved. Because that leads me to the last thing. I would like to say good afternoon to the 500 students-ish who are watching from classrooms throughout this building and rooting on their team members as they participate in this year's Geography Bee. For just a little bit of background, this bee has been an annual event at LBMS for a long time, a tradition that usually involved a full school-wide assembly in the gymnasium, where students would compete for their chance to move onward to a statewide National Geographic Bee, and hopefully eventually the National Bee, where winners could win lots of money and scholarships. And unfortunately, due to COVID and the passage of time, National Geographic decided to move away from that format. And we like this format so much, we decided to keep it. So although there are no national bees or state bees after this, our social studies department decided to, let's go ahead and keep this tradition alive here at LBMS. So that's why there will be no state bee after this, but it's okay just to get some LBMS bragging rights. Before we begin our bee, it's important to note this. All of these students who are participating today earned their spot to be here. No matter how many questions they answer right or how many they answer wrong, they deserve a big round of applause for having the guts to stand up here and participate. And we can only crown one winner, so it's important that everyone give them a big amount of praise today. Sometimes luck of the draw gives the student a really tough question, and the fun is all in the spirit of trivia. We hope that this kind of bee inspires all of our students to be inquisitive, to care about learning, and to get excited to learn new things about their world. We wish everyone the best of luck today, and I'd like everyone to go ahead and quiet down while I go over the rules to begin this bee. We will go through round by round where every student that is still in the game will participate in each round. We will begin with our 8th grade red team, snake around, and have all of our 7th grade. It is a double elimination event, which means that if a student misses a question, they are not automatically out, and we continue on with that round. At the end of that round, we begin again, starting with the same student until we ask the questions. And if a student has answered 2 questions incorrectly during our preliminary rounds, then they are out of the competition. When we get to 10 students left, we will stop and pause and say we've got our 10 finalists, and then we will move into another type of questioning. At that time, judges will huddle up, and we're going to make a decision on how we want that to go. Based on timing, we may continue. If you've missed one question, then it will still stay with the double elimination, or we might wipe the slate clean if we determine that we have enough time to do so at that time when we have 10. We will determine our 3rd place finisher, and once we do that, we will be left with 2, at which point we will do a best of 5 question round robin, or we'll do a best of 5 out of our tough, challenging final competition question booklet, and we'll see how the students do at the final time. And we will go over those as we get there. Okay. And Mr. Hammond's like, wait, what are we doing? And we'll go ahead and judges will converse at that time to make sure that we do the final part correctly. All right. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started with today's bee. For round one, we will begin our preliminary rounds. With this round, your answers will be counted. This round is called State Savvy and will test what you know about the United States. You will have your choice of two answers. Listen carefully and choose the answer you think is correct. You have 15 seconds to respond. Our first participant from Red Team, Diana Bisan. Which state has two panhandles, Iowa or West Virginia?
Iowa.
Page 4. Her answer was Iowa. Correct answer is West Virginia. Also from Red Team, Dylan Basil. Which state is divided into parishes instead of counties? Maryland or Louisiana?
Louisiana.
Correct. Last on Red Team participants is Sharia Chowdhury. Which state receives more annual precipitation on average? Vermont or Utah?
Utah.
Vermont is the correct answer. From White Team, Colin Shields. Which state includes part of a generally flat grassland region called the High Plains? Colorado or Virginia?
Colorado.
Correct. Omar El Sharkawi. I pronounced that wrong. Al Sharkaway. Sorry, Omar. From White Team. Which state has experienced population increases from retirees seeking a warm climate? Arizona or Pennsylvania?
Arizona.
Correct. Sam Dennis, our last participant from White Team. Which state borders two Canadian provinces? Maine or Idaho?
Maine.
Correct. From Blue Team, Connor Stives. Which state is made up of land ceded to the United States by Mexico? Utah or Wisconsin?
Utah.
Correct. Also from Blue Team, Mikal Al-Ramahi. Which state has a longer frost-free period during an average year? South Dakota or Texas?
South Dakota.
Texas is the correct answer. Our last participant from Blue Team, Jake Hunter. The Boise River has its source in the Sawtooth Range of which state? Idaho or Ohio?
Idaho.
Correct. Now that's our 8th grade participants. Now we'll go on to our 7th grade and our Earth Team participants. First representative, David Jewell. Trade winds contribute to the mild tropical climate in which state? Tennessee or Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Correct. Pause to make sure we're okay. Are we having technical difficulties? It is working. Okay. We're pausing to make sure everybody has the link and it's working. You can hear him. Okay. For those of you that happen to be watching, or I guess those of you who are watching, we're also going to be sending the link out again to make sure that everybody has access. So we're going to go ahead and continue, though, because we're having a great first round. All right. So also from Earth Team, Jacob Window.
Hello.
Hello. Which state has its capital on the Merrimack River? North Dakota or New Hampshire?
North Dakota.
New Hampshire. Correct answer. Last participant on Earth Team, we have Julia Wesley. Which state has a lower average elevation? Mississippi or New Mexico?
New Mexico?
Mississippi. From C Team, our first participant is Evan Gordon. The San Fernando Valley is located north of the Santa Monica Mountains in which state? California or Alabama?
California.
Correct. Also from C Team, Jack Workiowski. Which state is more likely to experience lake effect snow? Oklahoma or New York?
New York.
Correct. Someone knew what lake effect snow was, I think, in our team here. Sasha Gilbert, our last participant of C Team. Which state has more cities with populations greater than 100,000 people? Montana or New Jersey?
New Jersey.
Correct. From Sky Team, our first participant is David Sequeira. Saginaw Bay is part of which state? Michigan or Kentucky?
Michigan.
Correct. Layla Othman from Sky Team. Prairie land and herds of bison are protected in a wildlife refuge in which state? Nebraska or South Carolina?
South Carolina.
Nebraska. And rounding out round one, our last participant of Sky Team, Maggie Tenorio. Which state is more likely to have high humidity during the summer? Georgia or Wyoming?
Georgia.
Correct. I'd like to congratulate everybody on our first full round. Now, the way that this works, one of the things that I will pause and say for round two, make sure that you guys listen to all parts of the question. Sometimes you get a little context in those questions that can help you answer that. Take a deep breath. Yes, if you need a repeat, have us repeat. Congratulations on the first round. Everybody is still in. We have had, I might add, a student just 2 years ago who missed in the first question, wrapped all the way around, either won it or they were runner up. I can't remember, but it was definitely a big event. So please, nobody is out of this game. Let's go ahead and move on to round two. This is our national monuments. Round two is called our national monuments and is part of National Geographic's year-long exploration of the power of parks. You're going to be asked to name a state, and you will not have a choice of answers. That's a tough one. Good luck. Diana Visan. Booker T. Washington National Monument preserves the farm where this educator was born into slavery. It is located southeast of Roanoke. In which state?
Washington.
Virginia is the correct answer. Grand Portage National Monument, once an important fur trade center, is located near both the Ontario border and Lake Superior in what present-day U.S. state?
New Hampshire.
Minnesota is the correct answer. Timpanogos Cave National Monument, containing many colorful mineral formations, is a cave system located at the Wasatch Range of which state?
Colorado.
Utah is the correct answer. A well-preserved fossil bed from roughly 40 million years ago can be found at John Day Fossil Beds National Monument, located near the city of Bend, in which state?
Idaho.
Oregon is the correct answer. Prehistoric mounds constructed in the shapes of mammals and birds can be found in Effigy Mounds National Monument, located northeast of Cedar Falls, in which state?
Colorado.
Iowa is the correct answer. George Washington Carver's boyhood home is preserved in the National Monument bearing his name, located near Joplin in the southwestern part of which state?
Virginia.
Missouri. Castle Clinton National Monument, a historic fort and now the ticketing office for ferries to Ellis Island, is located in Battery Park of which state?
New York.
Correct. Markers honoring both Native American warriors and members of the U.S. Army can be found at Little Bighorn Battlefield National Monument, located near Billings, in which state?
Ohio.
Montana is the correct answer. Okay. Oh, sorry, Jake. Sorry, Jake. Do I need still? Okay, gotcha. Ancient tribes mined flint to make tools at what is now Alabates Flint Quarries National Monument, located north of Amarillo, in which state?
Arkansas.
Texas is the correct answer. Russell Cave National Monument protects a cave system that has evidence of human habitation beginning nearly 10,000 years ago. This monument is located northeast of Birmingham and near the Tennessee River in which southern state?
Alabama.
Correct.
Hi.
Hello? Fort Matanzas, now a national monument, was part of the defenses for St. Augustine, a city located south of Jacksonville, in which present-day state?
Florida.
Correct. In the ruins of Wupatki National Monument, archaeologists have identified a ball court similar to ball courts throughout Mesoamerica. This monument is located northeast of Flagstaff in which state?
Kansas? I don't know.
Arizona is the correct answer.
Guys, no talk. Other contestants are.
Thank you, Mr. Ham. Excellent. Fort Moultrie, part of Fort Sumter National Monument, was originally built to protect the city of Charleston in which state?
West Virginia?
South Carolina is the correct answer. Evidence of more than 4,000 years of human habitation exists on the beaches of Cape Krusenstern National Monument, located on the Chukchi Sea in which state?
New Mexico?
Alaska is the correct answer. Fort McHenry, which was attacked by British Navy ships that sailed up the Chesapeake Bay during the War of 1812, is now a national monument located in which state?
New York.
Maryland is the correct answer. Features like lava tubes, tree molds, and basaltic lava flows are preserved at Craters of the Moon National Monument, located on the Snake River Plain in which state?
Hawaii.
Idaho is the correct answer. The World War II Valor in the Pacific National Monument preserves and interprets the stories of the Pacific War, including the events at Pearl Harbor in which state?
California.
Hawaii is the correct answer. Fossilized plants and animals reveal what the environment was like almost 35 million years ago at Florissant Fossil Beds National Monument, located northwest of the city of Pueblo, in which state?
New Mexico?
Colorado. That was the toughest round two in the history of the Geo Bee. The key with that one is the city was the context that gave you the answer. But that was so hard because some of the cities weren't capitals. So if you studied the capitals, that wasn't always the case. Is there? How many have missed? 5 went out. Do we have that answer? All right. Let's go through it. Let's pick this round. Yeah. Same with 5. Remember that? Yeah. Okay. Number 4. Or you get it? 5 might be where to go.
Yeah.
5. Okay. All right. So we have several folks that have been eliminated at this time. Like I said, this is a very challenging event, and that was we usually go in order with the first several rounds. And It was a tough list of questions, but we're doing okay. And as I mentioned before, everybody deserves a spot to be here. We're happy everybody's participating. So let's see if we can do and get some things going. Round 3. Round 3 is called Protecting Wildlife, and we'll test your knowledge of animals around the world. You're going to have your choice of 2 answers. Listen carefully and then choose the answer you think is correct. The island of Java, located south of Borneo, is home to a critically endangered population of which animal? Lions or rhinoceros?
Rhinoceros.
Correct. Whoever's next?
Cow.
Come. Scientists are working to determine the economic impact of dam construction on the Mekong River system in Southeast Asia, which threatens the habitat of which animal? Fin whale or river dolphin?
River dolphin.
Correct. Punta Isopo is a protected range on the Caribbean coast of Honduras. This area is known for its vast mangrove forests that are home to which animal? Snowy egret or chimpanzee? Snowy egret is the correct answer.
Same.
Namibia, the first country to include environmental protection in its constitution, is home to which animal that has one of the world's longest migrations? Zebras or hippos?
Zebras.
Correct. Public access is restricted in Canada's Suffield National Wildlife Area, a vast prairie grassland in Alberta that is home to which endangered animal? River otter or kangaroo rat?
Can you repeat the question?
Public access is restricted in Canada's Suffield National Wildlife Area, a vast prairie grassland in Alberta that is home to which endangered animal? River otter or kangaroo rat?
Kangaroo rat.
Correct.
Jake.
Usually calm and non-aggressive, which animal has about half of its known population living in the Virunga region of East Africa? Condor or mountain gorilla?
The mountain gorilla.
Correct. Many groups are working to designate the Gulf of Corcovado, located off the southwestern coast of Chile, as a marine protected area. This area is an important feeding ground for which animal that is the largest on the planet? Elephant or blue whale?
Blue whale.
Correct.
Hi.
Hi. Wildlife groups are working to establish safe zones in New Zealand waters for which seabird that breeds only in these areas? Chatham albatross or blue heron?
Can you repeat the question?
Wildlife groups are working to establish safe zones in New Zealand waters for which seabird that breeds only in these areas? Chatham albatross or blue heron?
Chatham albatross.
Correct.
I'll go to Evan.
Cumbernauld Glen is a popular conservation area for viewing which protected animal, one of the largest remaining carnivores in Great Britain? Arctic fox or badger?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Cumbernauld Glen is a popular conservation area for viewing which protected animal, one of the largest remaining carnivores in Great Britain? Arctic fox or badger?
Badger.
Correct. The Sonoran Desert, which stretches across northern Mexico and to southern United States, is home to which endangered big cat? Tiger or jaguar?
Jaguar.
Correct. Sicily's nature reserves are home to which rare small rodent, the only mammal native to the island? Shrew or possum?
Shrew.
Correct. The Kinabatangan Wildlife Sanctuary on the island of Borneo is home to which animal, the smallest of its species? Pygmy elephant, pygmy elephant, rather, or freshwater shark?
Freshwater shark.
Pygmy elephant is the correct answer. Thousands of square miles are preserved in Venezuela and Brazil to help protect species native to the Amazon region, including which armored mammal? Porcupine or giant armadillo?
Giant armadillo.
Correct. Excellent round three. Those were some, you guys, those are great answers. You guys surprised me. We were very, very good with the round three. Many of you knew those answers right off the bat, so we're getting better. The spirit that round two was just a doozy. All right, where are we at? How many are we at right now?
We're at 11.
So we're at 11. Right now, we're at 11, and as we mentioned, when we get to 10, we will go from there. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started with our next round. Round four is called Odd Item Out. You'll be given a choice of three answers. And you must respond. You must choose the one that does not belong. Let me repeat that, everybody. You will get a choice of three answers. You must choose the one that does not belong. Which country is not landlocked? Mongolia, Nepal, or North Korea? Let me repeat that. So it actually asks you for what the proper question. One of them does not belong, hence the word not. Okay, so it's not a double negative. Does that make sense? Okay. So it's just answer what the question is asking specifically. I want to pause there. Which country is not landlocked? Mongolia, Nepal, or North Korea?
Nepal.
North Korea is the correct answer. Which country does not border Bhutan? Afghanistan, China, or India?
Can you repeat that?
Which country does not border Bhutan? Afghanistan, China, or India?
Afghanistan.
Correct. Which country does not experience a tropical wet climate? Brazil, Indonesia, or Kenya?
Kenya.
Correct. Which country does not border the Adriatic Sea? Italy, Sweden, or Albania?
Can you repeat the question?
Which country does not border the Adriatic Sea? Italy, Sweden, or Albania?
Sweden.
Correct. Which country does not border Panama? Honduras, Costa Rica, or Colombia?
Can you repeat it?
Which country does not border Panama? Honduras, Costa Rica, or Colombia?
Honduras.
Correct. Which country does not contain part of the Kalahari Desert? Tanzania, Namibia, or Botswana?
Can you repeat the question?
Which country does not contain part of the Kalahari Desert? Tanzania, Namibia, or Botswana?
Namibia.
Tanzania is the correct answer.
Hi.
You want to wait as they go moving around? They should be going core to core, yeah. We'll go ahead and keep going. We'll finish this round. Which country is not part of the Greater Antilles? Cuba, Barbados, or Jamaica?
Can you repeat the question?
Which island country is not part of the Greater Antilles? Cuba, Barbados, or Jamaica?
Barbados.
Correct. We're going to go ahead and pause currently as there are many students moving through the building, and I think that they are excited to get to wherever they're going. We ended with Jacob.
Okay, so Evan, that means you're up.
Evan will be up next. Just relax. We're going to wait just a few minutes. And we'll call you. Are we paused on there too? So we still live? Just waiting a couple minutes.
Talk about the new sandwiches. So.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Round 4 of the Geo Bee. We had a class switch in there, so we wanted to make sure that everybody gets situated and on to their next classes. And we're moving on in this round where Evan will take over and to move onward in this round. In which country is ranching not? In which country is ranching not a major economic activity? Italy, Australia, or the United States?
Italy.
Correct. Which country does not have a Muslim majority? Egypt, Iran, or Russia?
Russia.
Correct. Which country does not border the Black Sea? Georgia, Turkey, or Turkmenistan?
Turkmenistan.
Correct. Which country does not border the Rio de la Plata? Argentina, Chile, or Uruguay?
Chile.
Correct. Nice round, everybody. Okay. So give us a second while we compute the scores. And are we down to 10? So we know who those 10 are. That kind of else.
Can you read them all?
So right now, just as that round ends and folks are probably getting back onto the screen, we have completed round 4. You have 11? Okay, we're gonna double check something real quick. Is David last time? Give David. I have a whole book of dad jokes. Swing by anytime. I have lots of them. A lot of them are up here too. What did the orange say to the apple? Orange, you glad to be red. It's a good one, Jacob. Not bad. We good to go? We got it figured out. Are we at 10? We are actually at our final 10. So our students that have reached the finals, and I believe that we have time to go back to a wipe the slate clean time frame here for our 10. So we will go back to double elimination for our 10 finalists who are sitting in front of us, and we're going to go ahead and announce those names right now. Congratulations to the 10 and to our 8 who have been eliminated. Mixtures of a really challenging round 2, plus sometimes luck of the draw, tough questions, but everybody did a great job so far, even those that have been eliminated. So let's go with our finalists in our final 10.
From Team White, Colin Shields, Sam Dennis. From Team Blue, Connor Stives, and Jake Hunter. I don't know which team you guys are.
Earth.
From Earth Team, David Jewell and Jacob Window.
C is green.
From C Team, Evan Gordon, Jack Markowski, and Sasha Gilbert. And from the Sky Team, Maggie Tenorio.
Congrats to our 10 finalists. We will go ahead and continue onward with our finalists. We will do and move in the same similar format that we were moving in before with our 10 finalists going ahead and starting us off. And there'll be double elimination from here on out. So let's go ahead and let's go to. See if you have a round that you kind of like there. Looks like they're all. Go with 6. Okay. Let's go with 6. All right, guys, let's go to the round 6. For us, it's round 5 in our turn. It's round 6 in my questions. All right, so let's go ahead with our first. We have, is it Colin? Colin Shields. Go ahead and start us off from White Team. So round 5, we're going to call this Forces of Nature. It's called Forces of Nature, and it's designed to test your knowledge about places that have been affected by natural disasters. You will not have a choice of answers in this round. Scientists warn that rising sea levels and increasing freshwater resources may lead to a natural disaster in an African country where the Aswan High Dam is located. Name this country.
Ethiopia.
Egypt is the correct answer. In the summer of 2010, severe flooding left millions of people homeless, including many in the cities of Multan and Karachi. In which Asian country?
Repeat that.
In the summer of 2010, severe flooding left millions of people homeless, including many between the cities of Multan and Karachi. In which Asian country?
China.
Pakistan. Correct answer. In 2006, Typhoon Durian caused mudslides around Mayon, a volcano on the island of Luzon. This island is part of which Asian country?
Japan.
Philippines is the correct answer. In 2015, an 8.3 magnitude earthquake and accompanying tsunami affected the city of Coquimbo and surrounding areas in which country that borders Argentina?
Chile.
Correct. In 2007, flooding affected thousands of people in the central provinces of Durazno and Trienta y Tres in South America's second smallest country by area. Name this country.
Paraguay.
Close. Uruguay is the correct answer.
Hi.
Hi. In 1931, an island country experienced the deadliest earthquake in its history, centered near the city of Napier on Hawk Bay. Name this country.
Repeat the question.
In 1931, an island country experienced the deadliest earthquake in its history, centered near the city of Napier on Hawk Bay. Name this country.
Indonesia.
New Zealand. Correct answer. Following Hurricane Mitch in 1998, a country improved its disaster preparations and was able to reduce the damage from landslides and flooding that occurred a decade later. Name this country that borders Guatemala and Nicaragua.
Could you repeat that?
I think this question is a different answer now. I don't think it's that easy. Just 1 second on that question. 2 seconds. Okay. All right. Thank you, judges. That's why I have the judges here. They know their stuff. Following Hurricane Mitch in 1998, a country improved its disaster preparation and was able to reduce the damage from landslides and flooding that occurred a decade later. Name this country that borders Guatemala and Nicaragua.
Ecuador.
Honduras is the correct answer. In 2009, a plague of caterpillars destroyed crops and contaminated water supplies in a country on Africa's Atlantic coast. Name this country that borders Sierra Leone and Guinea.
Could you repeat?
In 2009, a plague of caterpillars destroyed crops and contaminated water supplies in a country on Africa's Atlantic coast. Name this country that borders Sierra Leone and Guinea.
Morocco.
Liberia is the correct answer. In 2004, a tsunami destroyed many fishing operations in an island country separated from India by the Gulf of Mannar. Name this country.
No clue.
No clue? Sri Lanka is the correct answer. In 1999, landslides killed tens of thousands of people north of Caracas on the Caribbean coast of which South American country?
Nicaragua.
Venezuela. Correct answer. Tough ones. These are the toughies. Okay. So we're double elimination. So all 10 are still in. All right. So we're going to go on to our next round and we will choose that one and go from there. Maybe the round 8 is me. Right, there's some tougher ones in there too. We can still jump around. And I've got some stuff here. We could do. This one. I have right here. I also have some that we could do. U.S. states. We could do. It's from a different thing. It's from a different round. Okay. Let's wait on this. Round 7. Okay. Okay. Round 7 is called the watery planet. And the questions are about bodies of water. You will be given 2 bodies of water, and you must choose the response. Which body of water is part of the Panama Canal? Lake Managua or Lake Gatun?
Can you repeat that?
Which body of water is part of the Panama Canal? Lake Managua or Lake Gatun?
Like Managua.
Which body of water lies north of Arnhem Land, one of the rainiest regions of Australia? Tasman Sea or Arafura Sea?
Tasman Sea.
Arafura Sea is the correct answer. Which body of water borders Equatorial Guinea's island of Bioko? Gulf of Sidra or Bight of Bonny?
Can you repeat the question?
Which body of water borders Equatorial Guinea's island of Bioko? Gulf of Sidra or Bight of Bonny?
Gulf Sidra.
Bight of Bonny is the answer. Didn't we all know that? I mean, we all knew that, right? Okay. Very challenging question. Which body of water forms an arm of the Yellow Sea? Bohai or Gulf of Tonkin?
Tonkin.
Bohai is the correct answer. Which body of water is known for its considerable oil and natural gas deposits? Scotia Sea or North Sea?
Scotia Sea.
North Sea is the correct answer.
Hi.
Hi. Over which body of water do many tropical storms pass on their way from the West Indies to the North American mainland? Yucatan Channel or Gulf of Guayaquil?
Can you repeat that?
Over which body of water do many storms pass on their way from the West Indies to the North American mainland? Yucatan Channel or Gulf of Guayaquil?
Yucatan Channel.
Correct. Which body of water is crossed by the Arctic Circle? Norwegian Sea or Baltic Sea?
Could you repeat that?
Which body of water is crossed by the Arctic Circle? Norwegian Sea or Baltic Sea?
Baltic.
Norwegian Sea. Correct answer. Which body of water is located along a disputed border in West Asia? Lake Nasser or Sea of Galilee?
The Sea of Galilee.
Correct. Which body of water lies southwest of the South Shetland Islands? Timor Sea or Bellingshausen Sea?
Timor Sea.
Bellingshausen Sea. Which body of water lies west of Naples, Italy? Tyrrhenian Sea or Ionian Sea?
Tyrrhenian Sea.
Correct. We went back to the beginning. Mr. Hammond, before you got here, I called Jack Jake a couple times, so we've ironed that out. You're 4. So we're down to 4. So at this point, we're in our final 4, and those are
Jake Hunter, Jacob Window, Jack Workiowski, and Maggie Tenorio.
we have Jake, who he is our sole survivor in the 8th grade currently from Blue Team. And we have Jacob from Earth Team, and Jack from C Team, and Maggie from Sky Team, 7th grade, with one member from each team still in. All right, here's our final 4. We will whittle this down to 3 at this time. So we'll talk about how that works as we go through these questions. Do you want to continue on those, or do you want to go to a different one? We can go to a different one if you'd like. We'll go to the music. They don't have a choice of answers in those, so we do. I have some U.S. states. Let's do it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You didn't do word but true yet? Yeah. Okay. All right. For our 4, let's go ahead and get this going. Did you know that the Himalayas grow a ½ inch taller every year? You don't have to answer that. That's a rhetorical question. Round 3 features fascinating facts about the world taken from popular National Geographic kids books, a series called Weird But True. You will answer a geographic question related to the fact. You'll be asked to name a country, and you will not have a choice of answers. We ready? The heaviest cauliflower on record weighed more than a bulldog. It's weird, but it's true. This cauliflower was grown in a greenhouse near the Pennines range in which European island country?
Cyprus.
Good guess. United Kingdom or Great Britain or Britain would have been accepted.
Hi.
Hi. The poodoo, a small kind of deer, runs in a zigzag pattern to escape predators. It's weird, but it's true. This vulnerable species can be found in the Patagonia region, including the Chubut province of which South American country?
Can you repeat the question?
I'd love to. The poodoo, a small kind of deer, runs in a zigzag pattern to escape predators. It's weird, but it's true. This vulnerable species can be found in the Patagonia region, including the Chubut province of which South American country?
Paraguay.
Argentina. It's the correct answer. One kind of mushroom resembles a human brain. It's weird, but it's true. Brain mushrooms are poisonous, still considered a delicacy in which northern European country that includes Lake Sema. Lake Sema.
Finland.
Correct. The coati, a member of the raccoon family, can rotate its ankles 180 degrees. It's weird, but it's true. The coati can be found in Chiripo National Park in the northern part of the Cordillera de Talamanca. Let me pronounce that properly. Cordillera de Talamanca. Cordillera de Talamanca at that time. In which Central American country?
Can you repeat the question?
I
please?
can.
Sorry.
Thank you, Maggie. The coati, a member of the raccoon family, can rotate its ankles 180 degrees. It's weird, but it's true. The coati can be found in Chiripo National Park, part of the Cordillera de Talamanca, in which Central American country?
Costa Rica.
Correct. That was impressive. So we have two that have answered correctly and two that have reached their elimination. So that's how this works. We have 3 trophies over there. So the 2 that have answered correctly are now going to hang back because they will absolutely be in our finals. We must determine who our 3rd place winner is. So all 4, Jake and Jake, both Jakes are going to be battling it out for our 3rd place. Let's judges get together for a second while we make sure that we have this accurate on how we want this to go. So Jack and Maggie, you guys will be in the finals. And when we do it, do we want to do it to where it's just like a normal round? They both get it back in. You just do each round. So we're going to do for the battle it out for the. So we make sure we just go through a round with just those 2, right? Yeah. And then just do it like we normally would. Yeah. So we do 1 round of 1. Yeah. We're going to do those first to figure out the 3rd. You'll figure that out.
I think we should just
We still got to figure out the 3rd
then we'll
place.
figure that out.
The 3rd place.
I don't think we should.
They wouldn't be in the finals. It just figures out then there that we know who third place is. Okay. Sounds good to me. Okay. Do we want to continue with weird but it's true? What's that? Keep going. All right. So we are going to continue, and we have Jake Hunter from Blue Team and Jake McDowell from Earth Team, and we're going to be going for third place for these two. And we're going to continue on because these are so fun, making Mr. Barry pronounce these things with the weird but true category. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Mr. Hunter, are you ready?
Yes.
Some old jets are placed in airplane graveyards. It's weird, but it's true. One such airplane graveyard is located in Alice Springs, near the McDonnell Ranges, in which country?
Can you repeat that, please?
Some old jets are in airplane graveyards. It's weird, but it's true. One such airplane graveyard is located in Alice Springs, near the McDonnell Ranges, in which country?
Namibia.
Australia is the correct answer. Make sure that all contestants are quiet
Aye.
all parts of the event. We could do it. We could do the last round and then we'll do that one. We'll go to that one. So I'll just go to the next question on this one. It's just a round. Okay. All right. The Pac-Man frog can lift 3 times its own body weight with its tongue. This frog lives in the rainforest near Manaus, in which South American country?
Can you repeat the question?
The Pac-Man frog can lift 3 times its own body weight with its tongue. This frog lives in the rainforest near Manaus, in which South American country?
Brazil.
Correct. And that's it. So we didn't have a tiebreaker. That was the tie. Yeah, exactly. So judges have conferred that's our tiebreaker because that was both one round, both same question that round. So we have our third place winner, and that's Jake Hunter from Jake Window. Sorry, Jake Hunter over there. Jake Window from Earth Team. Jake, come up and grab your third place trophy. All right, congratulations. Jake Hunter back there. Excellent job making it to fourth place. You deserve a round of applause as well. All right, and now we have our finals, and we have Jack Workiowski from C Team, and we have Maggie Tenorio from Sky Team. Judges are going to converse real quick because we have plenty of time to get this done. We're going to get this right so we can determine who is second place and first place in this event. could do the. Because this is no longer a state and national beat, we have the opportunity to kind of choose our own format. So in the past, students would write down on a board. It's difficult in a streaming event like this. We'd ask 3 questions. The student would write down on the board which ones they got, and they would give the best out of 3. The way we're going to do this is we're going to go right down the list, and we're going to ask each student back and forth a different question 3 times. We will note what's correct and incorrect. We will not tell you whether or not you were correct or incorrect. We will tally who has gotten the best of 3 within the 3 questions that they get. Each of you will receive 3 different questions, and the best of 3 will be our winner. If we have tiebreaker, we have some tiebreaker questions that we can begin going, and we'll do it that way. Okay? Any questions? Maggie, any questions? Or Jack, any questions on how that will work? Okay. So go ahead, Jack. Why don't you start us off? You can come on up with your first of the 3 finals questions. This is called world music, and it'll be our last round. They will test your knowledge of cultural music around the world. You will not have a choice of answers. First question. Rap music called Rapi, Farsi, sometimes critiques the government in which country south of the Caspian Sea?
I do not know.
I didn't hear you.
I don't know.
Okay. Maggie, your first question. Same thing about music. Gamelan orchestras composed of gongs struck by mallets provide the music for many temple ceremonies on the island of Bali in which country?
Indonesia?
Jack, question 2. Maracas, or rattles made from gourds, are important to many songs and dances in the country that includes Lake Maracaibo in this country.
Zimbabwe?
Now, question 2. The duduk, a type of oboe traditionally made from apricot wood, is especially important in the area around the city of Yerevan in which country?
Botswana?
All right, Jack, third question. Bhangra is a syncopated kind of music played by farmers in the state of Punjab, in which country that borders Nepal?
Turkey?
All right, Maggie, question 3. Vimbuza, which combines dances and drum music, is an important healing ritual for the Tumbuka people living in which African country, formerly known as Nyasaland?
Liberia.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Those were 6 tough questions, and we will reveal those answers very briefly, and then we will just let you know who is our winner. There were 5 questions answered incorrectly. 1 was answered correctly out of those 6. About the rap music was the first one, the Rapi Farsi. That should have been Iran. The maracas or rattles made from gourds. The country was Venezuela. The oboe made from apricot wood was Armenia. The bhangra, type of syncopated music played by all the farmers, that was in India. The vimbuza, they combine dance and drum music. A healing ritual, that would have been Malawi. However, the gamelan orchestra is composed of gongs struck by mallets. The island of Bali, it is indeed Indonesia, which leaves our first place winner to be Maggie Tenorio from Sky Team. And we threw 5 really tough questions at you. So Jack Workowski, you will be our runner-up from C Team. Congratulations. Nice job. To our 8th graders who have participated in this for a couple of years, I know that was a tough couple rounds. Can we give a round of applause for all of our 8th grade participants today who participated? And to our promising 7th grade who stuck with it all the way through these rounds and took home some hardware today, congratulations to all our 7th grade and all of our big winners today as well. Guys, we pick up information from lots of different places. We pick it up from what we read, what we see, from our teachers and from our peers, and all the things that we see each and every day. Geography is a large part of that, and we hope that you continue to be inquisitive and to ask questions and learn a lot about the world around you. I speak on behalf of Mr. Hammond and Mr. Henderson and all of your social studies teachers, and we are eager and we love the fact that you guys are all able to participate in this. Any words, fellas, that you have for the group before we end all of this?
Too, Mr. Barry. Commentator.
Thank you very much to the judges. Thanks to Mr. Sikeli from WHBS. And thanks to all of the teachers that streamed this and watched, and all our parents and families. This was a great event, as it is every year. Have a great day, everybody. And we need to get a big picture